Okay, here we go. Welcome back to some more Mass Effect 3 Legendary Edition. Hope you all are doing well, having a great day, a great week so far. So we are here on the Normandy. Ash was injured. We're on the way to the Citadel to get her some medical attention. Might have to reconsider my romance option. And Liara is talking here. We left here in the conversation. She's talking about the machine that we're going to try and build that can destroy the Reapers. And I get the sense you don't quite believe it though. So you've got the responses here. Once again, Renegade, Paragon. Remember, this is male Shepard, Infiltrator in this one. Going to be Paragon mostly. And as I romanced Ashley in the first Mass Effect, romanced Miranda in the second one, and I wanted to romance Ashley in this one. I like how she looks. They made her really look, for me at least, very nice. Then, warning, there is blue lights and stuff, so for epilepsy and things, be careful for that. And also, it is a little bit violent, like especially with the sniper rifles, you see the heads explode sometimes. So with that, let's get back into it. And like I said, I'm going for Paragon.
You didn't see what they did to Earth. How is one weapon supposed to stop them?
What are our options? You know we can't win this conventionally. Commander? Isn't it worth trying at least?
I'm going to check on Ash. Make sure we're ready to present our findings to the Council.
I'm sure the Council will see the need to help.
It'll be a hell of a short war if they don't.
Because the Council always helps us.
Barely got a pulse here.
Move him out.
Where are you taking her?
Where to Memorial. Best care in the Citadel.
We're not going with?
We need to see the Council.
Right. Looks like they might be coming to see you.
Commander Shepard, got word you were arriving.
Captain Bailey, good to see you again.
You too. Though it's Commander now.
Congratulations.
Thanks. Now half my job is dealing with political bullshit and escorting dignitaries around. No offense.
None taken. So, you're here to bring us to the Council?
I'm here to tell you the Council is expecting you, but they are dealing with their own problems with the war and everything. They apologize for the inconvenience and blah, 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 blah. Meet them here at Adina's office. They'll be ready soon enough.
All right.
You might have time to go by the medical center if you want to check on progress over there.
Okay, that's a good idea. Once again, I really don't care a lot about the Council. They've never really helped me or anything. So I'll first go see Ashley at the hospital.
Thanks. I might do that.
You go on ahead. I'll head up to Adina's office.
One of my men can show you the way. You?
I'm just a tourist today. I'll try not to get in any trouble.
Commander, we've got a situation in the embassy quarters. We could use your help.
I'll be right there. The other half of my job. I'll see you around, Shepard.
No doubt.
You should have a option to go see whoever is in the hospital, either Catherine or Ashley afterwards. But I think to get that trust of them, it's just better to go see them first. I say it doesn't really make a difference to the council. So you see there, we've got all the like stuff that we get from importing and stuff. So like I said, these blue lights, I don't know how that is for the seizures, but be careful. It's kind of annoying for me. There's all these guys there and you can't like interact with them, never get there. But okay, something that's kind of weird for me is if you remember in the first one, it's Commander Shepard and Captain Anderson. Also, if you don't take Legion to the Quarian ship where you go help Tali with her loyalty mission, then he greets you as a captain, and Commander Shepard says, I never got the rank of captain. I only got to commander. But here, Captain Bailey has been upranked to commander. So I'm not sure about that one. Maybe because it's not military and CSEC? I don't know. Also, Ashley was injured while we were on Mars. We were looking there for the Prokian archives where we got the plans for this device Liara was talking about. And there we met Dr. Eva, and she turned out to be an android or something, and she's the one that injured Ashley. Barely a pulse. That does not sound good. Okay, so and this one as well, the map is actually a little bit better. So you can see there's the sections, and we can talk to Diana Allers, but I'll do that once we come back. Should be still okay. Otherwise, I'll just load. And you can go R1 and L1 Citadel embassies. So there's Councillor Redina, and like I said, they've numbered and sections, so it's pretty cool. And then lastly, Horta Memorial Hospital. And Dr. Chakwas! Woohoo! And Dr. Michelle. That's the one that we rescued with Garrus.
I didn't tell anyone, I swear!
That was smart, Doc. Now if Garrus comes around, you stay smart. Keep your mouth shut or we'll... Who are you?
Let her go!
Ah!
Dr. Michelle, are you hurt?
No, I'm okay. Thanks to you. All of you.
Welcome, Commander Shepard. Please select... One moment, please.
Also,
Now arriving at Huerta Memorial Hospital.
these intros when you get to the Citadel the first time, and all of them are so cool. This one especially looks awesome. Also, you can quickly grab your...
Welcome to Certa.
So this is where you buy Medi-Gel capacity, and then you can buy a gift for your injured
To the medical needs of all sapient life.
party member. But something that's really annoying for me is Caden has a bottle of whiskey, and that's it. With Ashley, you've got all these things, but the one you want is the collected Alfred Tennyson. If you remember in the first one, she quoted it and told her it's one of her father's favorites and stuff.
Thank you for coming to Certa. How can we
But
help you?
it's kind of annoying that they've got all these ones for her, and the flowers and stuff, you never give it to her, or the candy or anything. It's only this one.
Needs of all sapient life.
You can just buy that. And then over here is the doctors.
Shepard, there you are.
Dr. Chakwas, you're here?
I'm working at an Alliance R&D lab down in Shelter Wards, coordinating closely with Admiral Hackett. I heard you escaped Earth in the Normandy, and that someone was critically injured. I came as fast as I could.
We had a run-in with the Cerberus synthetic on Mars. Ashley took the worst of it. How's she doing?
Very well, all things considered. I'm impressed with Lieutenant Commander Williams' resilience, as well as Dr. Michel's expertise. I wish I could have been there to help on Mars.
It's been 6 months, Doctor. How have you been?
Good. I've been fortunate. When they impounded Normandy, the Alliance didn't really know what to do with me. I was never officially part of Cerberus, and I'd gotten a proper leave of absence from my previous post.
So you hadn't technically done anything wrong by joining me to defeat the Collectors?
Yes, though I suppose if you were judged to be a war criminal, I would have been tried as an accessory.
Okay, now, like I said, there is a point system here. I'll show it to you as soon as I can. I can't at the moment. But if you should work in the labs, then I'm not sure if it's 20, 25, or 50 points for Dr. Chakwas, but then you get those points, but then she's not on the Normandy. And I prefer to have her on the Normandy. Like I say, I still can get enough points that I can get the best ending, or not the best ending. I don't think it's the best ending, but a special ending and the maximum, not the maximum points, but enough points to get the best endings and stuff. Also, if you do send her to the labs, you can try and get Dr. Michelle to actually come on the Normandy. So if you prefer her, then you can try with a Renegade or Paragon prompt.
Your place is in Normandy's medbay, not some lab.
I couldn't agree more. You say the word and I'm with you.
Welcome aboard!
The Normandy wouldn't be the same without you, Doctor. Get your things. Docking bay D-24.
Yes, Commander. And thank you.
Don't thank me so soon. Remember, Joker is still aboard.
And I'd be surprised if he's been remembering his medication.
Okay, then we can go talk to Dr. Dr. Michelle quickly.
Commander Shepard, good to see you.
Dr. Michelle, it's been a long time. You've come a long way from that small clinic down in the wards.
Because of you, I don't know where I'd be if you hadn't dealt with Fist and his thugs. Now I'm med physician in a Presidium clinic. You gave me this chance. I assume you're here about Lieutenant Commander Williams?
No!
How's Ashley doing?
The head trauma was severe, but we reduced the swelling quickly. These types of injury can go either way. She hasn't regained consciousness yet, but her vitals are strong, so I'm optimistic. You can go see her if you like. She's just down the hall.
We can just quickly talk to her with the other things.
This war may leave a lot of injured people homeless. Can the Citadel clinics care for them all?
We're fine now, but I'm worried. Every hospital on the Citadel is preparing for the worst. I hear the docks are tightly controlled, but we just can't leave people floating out there forever.
How are your medical supplies holding up?
We're well stocked now, but I can't say I'm not worried about the future. We've posted guards on our reserves. War profiteering has already begun.
Lovely.
With a center of this size, you must have a lot of direct reports.
We've got 12 full-time doctors and over 50 support staff. It can be overwhelming, quite different from my days in the wards.
Keep up the good work, Doctor.
You too, Commander.
Early reports indicate that Earth has fallen to the same enemy force that attacked Batarian space.
Okay, this is a big warning for the seizures, and it's really actually annoying, but unfortunately you have to go through it to get somewhere in the hospital.
Ilium is under attack.
Touch and go. Good work, Dr. Freilich.
Narrow splint's still the best course of action.
I'll see if we have the required spatial bindings. Meet you back here.
Sorry, I almost missed that conversation. So let's do that first and then we'll look around in the hospital.
Ash. Hey. It's Shepard. I should have known you'd pull through. You're stubborn. Always were. Scared me pretty bad back there on Mars. I just wanted to check in on you. See how you're doing.
This music. But I have to admit, I actually like the top they gave her. I think it looks pretty cool. You'll be fine. Thinking about you.
Despite all this, it's good seeing you again, Ash. Get some rest, okay? I'll come by when you're feeling better. We'll talk. You need anything, Doc, let me know. Okay, Ash. You take care. I'll see you soon.
Okay. There are conversations here that this one in here isn't important. I don't think so, but I think I'll get it and then I'll cut and paste it that it's every time that I'm listening to that you can get the whole conversation in one time. So I'll get this one and then cut back when I get it to get like cut and paste a little bit, so there might be some weird cuts.
Hi, Doctor. Didn't expect to see you again so soon.
Well, we need to prescribe you another round of antibiotics.
For when I ship out?
I have some bad news. Your squad applied the Metagel correctly, but infection had already set in by the time they found you. I'm sorry. I'm afraid we have to remove your leg below the knee.
What? But... I don't understand it. It doesn't even hurt.
It would if we took you off the painkillers, Lieutenant.
That is horrible. Poor guy.
You can replace my leg, right?
Yes, but clone tissue replacement takes months. You'll need a prosthetic.
Oh no.
I highly recommend talking to our resident psychiatrist before the operation.
Okay, I need surgery, but when can I get back to the front?
You're not.
What?
You have extensive nerve damage. Once we remove the leg, we can't install a prosthetic for at least 5 weeks.
I told my squad I'd fly back next week.
I'm sorry, but that's impossible.
I'm not sitting out this war in a bed.
Lieutenant, listen to me. If you go back with a missing limb, you'll just be a burden to your squad mates.
I'd never drag down my team.
Then the greatest favor you can do them is to rest after your operation.
You mean when you slice my leg off?
May I recommend an hour with our psychiatrist?
I'll think about it.
This is empty.
Welcome, Commander Shepard. Please select one moment, please. Now arriving at Presidium Embassy.
Okay, so here's another one. How you actually get side quest in this thing.
Please tell the Primacy that the Vol Protectorate wishes to assist with the Alliance project. We had a Prothean obelisk that might have helped. Sadly, it was lost in the Shrike Abyssal. Nevertheless, we are committed to helping both the Turian Empire and the Human Alliance.
Cool, nice. This is another one that I might cut in as I get it, but I don't think it's got any bearing, but it's a really sad and annoying one actually.
Perhaps you can help me. I'm looking for my son.
But we spoke about this already. I told you about his mission and...
Nonsense. I just filled out the paperwork. He's very punctual when he's on the field. He checks in every week. Only, he hasn't checked in for a while now. A month. Anyway, I'd like to file an expedited contact request.
Yes, of course, ma'am. But the notes on his file state he's not under a contact ban.
Oh, you already looked. How kind of you. I'm just so worried. It's not like him to go quiet so long.
As soon as I get news, ma'am, I'll let you know as soon as I get news.
You're such a nice young woman. You know, you remind me of my daughter.
Some of these are pretty long.
Good morning.
Oh, hello, ma'am.
Ma'am? We've had this discussion, young lady. You're to call me Teresa. Maybe my son didn't have the chance to marry you because of this damn war. But you're still family in my book. Nothing will ever change that.
Of course, Teresa.
I'll come back later during your break if you want. Treat you to lunch. What do you say?
I would love that, Teresa. Thank you.
She does seem to have some dementia or something.
Good morning. I'm not sure why. There was something important I had to do and...
Oh, are you looking for someone, ma'am?
Maybe. I have these papers, but I'm not sure why.
Here, why don't I take care of these for you? Would that help?
Yes. Yes, please. You know, you remind me of someone. My son. He's dating an Asari. She looks remarkably like you do. He's so very happy.
Thank you. That's wonderful, ma'am. Hello, ma'am. What can I do for you today?
Such a nice young woman. You remind me of someone. Well, I'm looking for my son. He's a soldier.
I know. Please, Teresa, are you sure you don't remember me?
Calling me by my first name is very forward of you, young lady. I'd rather you didn't do that.
Sorry. I'm so sorry. I must have confused you with someone else.
Oh, no worries, dear. Now, perhaps you can help me. I'm looking for my son. He's a soldier. He's been gone for a long while now. Hello, dear. Perhaps you can help me. I'm looking for my son.
But we spoke about this already. I told you about his mission and...
Nonsense. I just filled out the paperwork. He's very punctual when he's on the field. He checks in every week. Only, he hasn't checked in for a while now. A month. Anyway, I'd like to file an expedited contact request.
Yes, of course, ma'am. But the notes on his file state he's not under a contact ban.
Oh, you already looked. How kind of you. I'm just so worried. It's not like him to go quiet so long.
As soon as I get news, ma'am, I'll let you know as soon as I get news.
Thank you. You're such a nice young woman. You know, you remind me of my daughter.
I think I'm going to talk to Commander Bailey afterwards.
Commander, Councillor Udina said you'd be coming. If you'll follow me, the council is already in session.
We've got our own problems, Councillor. Earth is not in this alone.
But Earth was the first Council world hit. By all reports, it faces the brunt of the attack.
By your reports.
The reports are accurate. Earth was attacked. By the Reapers. And it's just the beginning. We need your help. Everything you can spare.
Each of us faces a similar situation. Even now, the Reapers are pressing on our borders. If we lend you our strength to help Earth, our own worlds will fall.
We must fight this enemy together.
And so we should just follow you to Earth?
Even if we were to unite our fleets, do you really believe we could defeat the Reapers?
I don't expect you to follow me without a plan.
Counselors, we have that plan. A blueprint, created by the Protheans during their war with the Reapers.
A blueprint for what?
We're still piecing it together. But it appears to be a weapon of some sort.
Capable of destroying the Reapers?
So it would seem.
The scale is... it would be a colossal undertaking.
No. I forwarded the plans to Admiral Hagen. The remnants of the human fleet are already gathering resources to begin construction.
Our initial calculations suggest it is very feasible to build.
If we work together.
Have you considered that the Reapers destroyed the Protheans? What good did this weapon do?
It was incomplete. There was a missing component, here. Something referred to only as the catalyst. But they ran out of time before they could finish building it.
Do you really believe this can stop the Reapers?
Okay, once again, Renegade, Paragon.
Liara believes it can work, and so do I. And while I haven't always agreed with Udina, he's right about this. We need to stand together. Now more than ever. The Reapers won't stop at Earth. They'll destroy every organic being in the galaxy if we don't find a way to stop them.
The cruel and unfortunate truth is that while the Reapers focus on Earth, we can prepare and regroup.
We are convening a summit amongst our species. If we can manage to secure our own borders, we may once again consider aiding you.
I'm sorry, Commander. That is the best we can do.
Shepard, meet me in my office.
I hope that's an offer of support. I'll be digging up what I can on this Prothean device, Shepard.
They're a bunch of self-concerned jackasses, Shepard. We may have a spot in the Council, but humanity will always be considered second-rate.
How can they be so blind?
They're scared, and they're looking out for themselves.
Our people are scared, and we are looking out for them the best we know how.
Counselor?
Commander, I can't give you what you need, but I can tell you how to get it.
I'm listening.
Primarch Fedorian called the War Summit, but we lost contact with him when the Reapers hit Palaven. Those meetings won't proceed without him. The Normandy is one of the few ships that can extract Primarch Fedorian undetected.
I warned you!
So far, you've only explained how I can help you.
It might seem that way. But the leaders of this summit will be the ones deciding our future. The fate of our fleets, where they fight, and with whom. A grateful Primarch would be a tremendous ally in your bid to unite us.
We're at war. And you want me to play politician?
If it gets you what you need, what does it matter? Our latest intelligence says that the Primarch was moved to a base on Palaven's largest moon. I've done all I can to help. The rest is up to you. There is one other thing. The Council wanted me to tell you. We've chosen to uphold your Spectre status. And various resources will be made available to you. Good day.
Well, that went well.
It's a start. I'll talk to the others in the meantime. See if we can support this summit. Move things along.
Thanks.
So, you might not like Ashley and what she says, but that line there with the Asari matriarch, the sad truth is, while the Reapers are concentrating on Earth, we can concentrate on our own borders and own worlds and protecting them. That is exactly what Ashley said And like I said, I don't like the line about like if you're being attacked by a bear, you like sacrifice your dog to keep the bear off you and flee. But that is exactly what they are doing now, and that's what she said.
The Council. You saved their lives. And for what? Apologies that boil down to maybe later. If we don't figure out something, maybe later will be an epitaph on a mass grave of 11 billion.
I know what I'm gonna do. What are you gonna do?
Humanity has created some goodwill in the galaxy. Now we cash in our chips. I will get what funding I can, what materials I can, and spread the message. Help the humans, help yourselves. I'll institute a draft in our colonies and order all civilian ships armed. Work on the Prothean device will be around the clock.
Any news from Earth?
There is constant news. All of it bad. The Reapers are destroying satellites in the old nuclear missile silos, along with everything else that could help. We have a handful of quantum entanglers spread out over the continents. All other communication is cut.
It's kind of funny that even in this day and age of space and stuff, nuclear missiles is kind of still the strongest thing they have.
What's your read on the counselors? Any angles I could pursue?
Tavos is a diplomat and compromiser, but she's wrapped up in defending Asari space like a mother panther. Valorn is out of his depth. The Solarians like their wars won before they start. They're frightened now. Use that. In Sparatus, I'd take what he offers. It's strange days when the Turians are the least hostile to humans, and there's a need there.
You're a Citadel counselor. Don't you have options when the others block you like this?
With Parliament destroyed and Shastri gone, I have more power than any human in history. But today, you saw how little that is. Rest assured, I will not be counted out long. I know I can move mountains. Do not lose sight of that, because the task before us is moving planets.
Anderson would be proud, so long as you deliver. You think you can do that?
You need a carrot or a stick to drive a mule, and humanity has neither right now. Our armada is tied down fighting or fleeing, and with Earth's comm buoys gone, our economy is reduced to an IOU. But leave that part to me. I will lean on our colonies for all they're worth, and I can broker enough trade to repair and resupply Hackett's fleet.
Did you know a lot of people on Earth?
Many. It's monstrous to think of them being snuffed out, of course, but the part that gets me is Arcturus. I must have known most of the Alliance Parliament on a first-name basis. I required a second VI just to track all their birthdays and anniversaries. Rose Garden stuff, but to have it all gone.
I should go.
I'll be here.
It is kind of strange. I know it's because of Ascension, but it is kind of strange that we've got Adina anyways as the counselor. This always does look so cool. Very cool view. Also, funny thing is this, the Spectres, I could go in here before they even gave me my Spectre status back. You can, which is pretty cool, is you can go here to the shooting range, and you can actually, there is a bench there, so you can work on your guns if you want. Oh, here's the bench. No, where's the bench? Well, it might be in there. But there's a bench that you can work on and get your guns ready and stuff. And you've got your Spectre terminal. Welcome to the Spectre Information Processing Center. This terminal offers secure information access and support for authorization of covert operations or requisitions. It is restricted to operatives currently on active duty with special tactics and reconnaissance. Any operation requiring payment can be executed at a terminal nearby, which supports secure and untraceable financial transactions. Nice. Okay, you can just read that, but it's basically that the Quarians are calling back their pilgrimages and they're doing something. And then this is your buy terminal. And the stuff is expensive. Even with all my credits, I can't afford it. Also, something that's interesting is if you miss, as far as I can tell, it's armor and, like I say, quest items on missions. If you can't like buy them at stores, or it's the only place you can get them is on that mission or quest, then you can actually come buy it here. So sometimes if you miss something, you can come buy it here, but like I say, then it costs you. And this is how he runs, and this he runs so much better when he's fighting. Or she or he or it. They.
There is no anti-humanity conspiracy here, Ms. Al-Jalani. The Council's simply not granting interviews at this time.
My viewers are going to know that CSEC and the Council are denying them access.
Listen, lady, you think I like playing gatekeeper between the paparazzi and the politicians? I don't have time to babysit them, and I'm not here to hold your hand.
Well, I'm camping out until I'm granted an audience.
Fine. I hope you brought a sleeping bag.
Commander Shepard? Commander, humanity has questions.
Damn press.
See, you're keeping the peace.
Yeah, I feel like a glorified doorman.
Most people would see it as a move up.
Wedged in here with all the stuffed shirts? I'd rather be back down on the streets. I appreciate the higher pay grade, but I'm not a political creature.
If you didn't want to be upped, why'd you accept?
You don't say no to Counselor Udina. Well, maybe you would, but I gotta live here. I know, squeaky wheel gets the oil, but I didn't lobby for promotion like some other officers. And not even sure why he picked me. Never know with politicians. I hate political BS.
It's a stupid game. I think I'm actually going to say this one.
Politicians are the weeds of the galaxy.
If that was a bumper sticker, I'd stick it right here on my desk. It's killing me about Earth.
You and me both.
I haven't been back in years. Now I may never. If this ain't the end of days, it's pretty damn close. I'm up to my neck in trouble, but if there's anything you need, I'll do my damnedest to help.
I do like Bailey, he's funny.
Is the Citadel gearing up for war?
There's a false sense of security here. Even people from worlds that have gone down act like they're safe. Well, I guess it's not just human nature. We all lie to ourselves to deal with horror.
Anything important going on around here?
You kidding? With the Reapers running roughshod through the galaxy, it seemed like the Council is in constant session. We got more ambassadors and dignitaries here than ever before pleading their cases. But that's just the tip of the iceberg, really.
Thought things were relatively quiet here.
Well, compared to where you're coming from, sure. But the war's being felt everywhere. Millions across the galaxy have been displaced, and most of them come here.
Must have you doing somersaults.
Yeah, already allocated the bulk of my men to customs, but we're still overtaxed, cataloging and processing them all.
Something that's pretty interesting with some of these conversations, it depends on which one of these you finish with. When you say goodbye, there's actually a little bit of a different conversation.
You got loved ones out there?
Somewhere. Ex-wife I lost track of, and a son and daughter. They're still on Earth.
I'm sorry, Bailey.
Yeah, I'm just like everyone else. I'm losing myself and things I can control. And at the moment, that means creating the illusion of security here.
That is sad.
It was Udina who made you a commander, huh?
Yeah, he's become an even bigger shot around here. Got a lot of ambition. He suspected Executor Palin was conspiring against the Council and had me investigate.
Find anything incriminating?
Yeah, enough to arrest him. And when Palin resisted, I was forced to kill him. Udina rewarded me with the promotion. And near as I can tell, being a commander just means I'm putting out different fires.
I think that might also be Ascension. I think I did do Trouble as well. But as you see, good luck then.
It'll probably get worse before it gets better, Bailey.
Yeah, if it ever gets better.
So see, unfortunately, just talking to them, walking up here doesn't work. You have to go through a lift and then also, once again, the reporter, and this is why I haven't punched her in the other ones.
Commander Shepard! Commander, the people of the Alliance have questions. Commander Shepard, Khaleesa bint Sin and Al-Jalani. Isn't it true that you were on Earth when the Reapers attacked? How do you justify running away while millions of people on Earth die? Is that the best we can expect from the Alliance?
I came to get help for Earth. For everyone.
What about all the people suffering while you play politics with the Council? What about them? How can you stand here while our families die? What are you going to do?
Khaleesa, we're doing everything we can.
Before they cut the feeds, there were so many dead.
I'm gonna stop the Reapers or die trying. But I need your help. Keep asking the hard questions. Don't let the Council forget about Earth.
I will. Thank you, Commander. We haven't always seen eye to eye, but I'm glad you're on our side.
And there is to see war assets. That's the point system, what it's called, and Khaleesa Al-Bilani, or whatever her name is. So, if you have punched her and stuff, then you don't get her. And also, well, I'm not 100% sure about that, but I just wanted to keep her on good standing. Also, the funny thing is if you have punched her before and actually pull the renegade there, then she has taken some self-defense or something and ducks it. And then if you don't push it again, she actually knocks Shepard. Or if you trigger it again, the renegade, then you can punch her out against this thing or headbutt her or something. Also, there's James, so just talk to him.
Hey, Commander. Liara told me the Council's not interested in helping us.
Something like that.
Why would they? Look at this place. There's no war here. People are whispering about it. They're talking about it, but they don't really believe it.
I take it this is your first time here? With the elite of the galaxy?
I've been to the Citadel, but never up here on the Presidium. It's not right. It looks pretty, calm and peaceful. But it's not right. It's all just an illusion.
It was peaceful. Once.
But was it? Really? I mean, when push comes to shove, they're just gonna turtle up. Hope it don't hit them too, right? They'd rather believe in this than face the truth.
Okay, once again, Renegade. It's hard to believe. I agree with this one.
I can hardly believe it myself. Like everything back on Earth was some kind of nightmare.
Yeah. That's what I hate most. It's like this place wants you to forget that.
So, you still want to go back to Earth?
Hell yeah, but...
But?
You were right. So was Anderson. We can't stop them alone. Besides, looks like you're gonna have your hands full convincing these pendejo politicians to help us. And I'm up for it. Whatever it takes.
Glad to hear it.
I'm gonna head down to some of the lower levels where they keep it real. You got some spare time? You should come and find me.
Maybe I'll do that.
Okay, I actually like James.
Commander Shepard. Please select a
So
destination.
I'm going to the Normandy dock bay.
One moment, please. Now arriving at docking bay D-24.
There's Diana.
Ma'am, I can't say when we're deploying or where or why.
But you're on the Normandy, right? I saw it dock. It was last seen on Earth. Did Commander Shepard escape? He did, didn't he? So why would he be here unless he's seeing the Council?
Ma'am, I can't talk about that.
You don't have to. Commander Shepard.
How did she see me? But like I says, I think they went. There's a lot of like models that has the Ashley hair now.
What's going on here?
Commander, just who I was looking for. Diana Allers, Alliance News Network. I think we can help each other.
I suppose you wanted an interview.
Even better. I'm a military reporter with the show called Battle Space. We're carried on just about all Council planets. My producers want me embedded on a human ship, and I want that ship to be the Normandy.
Why would I want that?
Wars can be won or lost in the editing room, and this war needs to be won. I've got Alliance security clearance and operate without a crew. You get veto power over the segments I file. Can you handle an arrangement like that? Or do I keep looking?
Okay, you can say no, but why? So let's do it.
Tell your producers yes, for now. We'll see how it works out. Report to the ship as soon as possible. Any questions?
How much gear can I bring?
1 foot locker.
Aye, aye, Commander.
Okay, I'm now quickly going to run around and get those conversations and then cut and paste it. So there's more war assets from her. And then I'll take it from there. This next conversation is one that's actually important. It's got bearing on your war assets.
Okay, first deployment is somewhere near Palaven. Reports say not to depend on comms.
I'll leave vid messages then, and you can do the same.
Well, they said that due to concerns about signal congestion, we're supposed to avoid sending messages at all. They're trying to keep war data coming through, so every data packet counts.
So, how am I supposed to talk with you then?
So see, it's kind of annoying. They stop it right there in the middle of the sentence.
So, you're just silent behind enemy lines until the war is over?
No, they've got us on rotation. We're mostly in fortified holding zones until strike teams clear an area. Then we come in and set up medical bunkers and supply depots. And then the main fleet comes in to occupy.
I'm not wearing commando leather, honey. What does that mean?
We'll be perfectly safe. They don't put engineers on the front lines.
But you won't be able to talk to us.
Listen, honey, please. This is how it has to be. Everyone's going through this.
I know, and I'm sure you'll be fine. It's just so damn inconvenient. It's like we're pre-space flight all of a sudden.
Pretty much. You should see what they've got us using for heavy munitions. It's all mass-produced LCOS Combine crap.
Wait, munitions? Explosive munitions? I thought you weren't going to be on the front lines.
Not in hot combat zones, no, of course not. But sometimes, they need us to breach enemy fortifications.
Goddess, you said you were just going to be building emergency outposts.
I'm sorry, honey. I didn't want you to worry. Chances are, I'll never even need to put on armor.
I know, and I'm sorry. That's what you get for marrying a civilian.
Are you and the girls going to be okay? Combat pay isn't as much as I make at the dig site.
We'll be fine. The last thing I want you to worry about is paying the bills.
Just don't go too crazy with new dance classes, okay?
I was in a drop, those. Can't get the girls there on time, and I was probably gonna go pick up an extra shift at work.
Oh. Well, we'll make it up to the girls when I get back. Dance classes, biotic gymnastics, whatever they want. They're going to call for boarding pretty soon. I should...
I know.
Listen, I've heard ads for a place called Sanctuary. It's supposed to be a safe haven from the war. I want you and the girls to go.
What?
I don't want to worry about you, okay?
Okay, I'll see if I can get alone.
I'll send a message for Neri's birthday.
I thought you were supposed to avoid sending messages.
It's a stupid rule anyway.
Okay, that should be the last one for this conversation. Now go to the Spectre office. So then, as you are here at the Spectre status, you go to this terminal over here. Now, as you see there, partner-assisted benefits increase. Reservists called to active duty are not drawing full pay because of the scale of the galactic threat and the massive funding required to match salaries and partner benefits for so many on short notice. Using Spectre authority to mandate salary matching for all personnel with partners or dependents on the Citadel would require cuts to tax incentives and post-war economic stimulus goals. So on the one hand, it doesn't sound very good economically, but you can authorize it, and this is actually a benefit one. I'll try and tell you which ones are not beneficiary and which are. So authorize. Citadel Defense Force. But this is where I'm going to stop the video. So this is a lot of fun. It's interesting. The Citadel is so huge and there's so much happening here. It's really alive. But like I said, I'm going to cut the conversations, like it might be a little bit weird cuts and stuff, but hope it works, that you can see it all together. But be well, have a great day, and see you in the next video.